All right, suck it down to 13. Here we go, Chicago. Our brothers from Chicago. Chicago Cardinals, Chicago Bears. Here we go. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck you guys. You guys gonna lose. But bam, Mac attack. The other Mac attack. Not Marlon Mac, Khalil Mac. That Mac attack is on. Let's get it. 3rd and 7. The Bears have go on and play for this home. There's a fucking ad on there. There's a fucking ad on this. What's up? It's on. It's on your second. Saying that it's appearing on there for 40 seconds or so, but it's being a little sneaky.
Great job on the back end with the coverage of the Chicago Bears. You can see that Bulls have to pull it down, and once he did that was it. Leonard Floyd had time to get off Jason Peters and get to the side. They're getting now 43-yard attempt for Peterborough nearby. Very little wind should be a factor here on this 38-degree.
I can see 3-3. Yeah, I want to go great, but not for that fucking team. Not for that fucking team. I'm not going great for them. I feel good. I feel so good. Okay, get my gameplay started. Let's go. Back attack.
Luckily,
oh man, what a Mac attack that was. Mitch's time. He's got to go out there, take it to the secondary. He has to take it to the secondary because this is a really monster opportunity to. They don't have starters out there. And that's going to be their main problem today. You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive if you're Chicago. Now, the commissioner wants to see the Saints and the Cowboys. So, you know what that means is that Chicago is going to win the game. They're going to pick up their 13th win against the original 13 colonies, right? The Continental Congress meets in Philadelphia. And not only does that connect to the Continental Congress and the 13 colonies, but LA, the 12th letter, A is the first letter. Well, that adds up to 13 as well. So numerologically speaking, this is going to be a perfect game for Chicago to win. They should be able to win for the home fans. This is not the Trustman or John Fox or late Lovie Smith Bears. This is a very different Bears team nowadays. And I'll be pulling for Bobby Massey because he used to play for the Cardinals, so he plays for the two Chicago franchises. Bobby Massey held himself really well. That's not a bad touchdown interception ratio. It's 2-1. And it could be worse. He's committing more mistakes, but he's not turning over and is elusive in the pocket. He's really mobile, can extend. So he's a West Coast quarterback. This is a West Coast offense with a little bit of smash mouth that's meant to wear down the defense. That's what Nagy's all about. He's a guy that can try to run it more than Andy Reid can. So that's the kind of call that he's going to be. He's going to put his defense in a good position to win. And he's a really young coach and all, but he's not really new school. I mean, this is an old school formula that the Bears still have. Matt Nagy understands what's needed to try to win games in the NFL. Great defense and a solid running game. Smart to keep Vic Fangio.
And one of the things you always see with the Chicago Bears, you see Trubisky, he's looking right at Bennett. Instead of making a play, he's just reading him. Whatever Bennett did, then you're going to see Trubisky do the other. There will be plenty of flash and chance with this Bears offense. They like to show a lot of motion, a lot of distraction, trying to get the Eagles going the wrong way. The Cardinals now in the backfield. And he's taken down by Michael Bennett. Let's take a look at the Philly defense. Michael Bennett, any cannabis for Tim Jones, Florida State, Florida Drops. Yeah, see high school. When I've been growing up, listen, I'll be your dad out. He's down Jordan Hicks, Country Rap, the Florida State University. Devontae Mathis, Malcolm Jenkins, the Ohio State University, quarterback, and for 2 W's. What's the deal? Jenkins once again this season, not missing a single defensive snap. There's the 5. Trubisky fires. It's caught. The 45-yard line now in the Rodgers series last week with a rib injury. Former Jacksonville Jaguar mentioned catch. Tackled by Maddox, first down. You're going to double team Fletcher Cox. That means you're going to have to block the other guy on the outside. That's Brandon Graham. That time Charles Leno going after pretty good.
Very comfortable atmosphere. I think Trubisky is going to be as calm as can be in the pocket tonight. Run the ball here.
The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to bring in some bigger guys, Ripley Soul here, and take a different kind of shot, this time on Fletcher Cox, the old Ron Gronkowski wham block. So really what they're trying to do is get his attention. They want him to feel the pain of the coming in all directions. And those two guys, at least the Bears, they're going to run into each other. One versus brother on 7th down and 10 from the 46-yard line.
He threw that away. That was a smart play there by Trubisky. Very smart to throw it away in that situation. If the Bears offense player, they're moving the ball. They're establishing a comfort zone in this game. They're going to be okay. It's okay.
Good pressure that time by Chris Long getting inside, but anytime you flip a ball like that to the outside, this is really dangerous. Monte Maddox has been a real game changer since he's come into the game. They're back from injury. He's played everywhere this year. Patrick O'Donnell, punter since he was in the punter draft in the 2014 draft. Ever dangerous and still dangerous. In his mid-30s there on Stroll, sets up at the 10-yard line.
I got something here saying it's against the Eagles. But against the for what?
Kind of need to go 10 minutes without seeing any laundry. Definitely looked like the Eagles. Leroy Reynolds jumped into the neutral zone, whether he was drawn or not. The Bears are backing up as if they're going to kick again. All right, Tony, we're ready.
This offside on the defense gives Chicago an option. They have opted to take the fourth down replay with a 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Is this a chance to tell you?
Hey, you have a chance of fun? That could be advantageous if they get inside the 5-yard line.
It's the Chicago River. Tony, Chicago River.
Chicago River.
Why does Jimmy Jack out to Chicago so much?
Is his family like from Illinois or something?
Yes. Folks would think, why is he one of those people that were based off of my families? Oh.
Inside the 1-yard line. See, it helped out the Bears. It helped out the Bears to retry the punt. See, they're winning the chess match. That's quite well played by Nagy there. And for the Eagles to accept that penalty is just really bad. So what was your bet for this game? Did you take the Bears or?
Wait, what did I say? What?
Did you bet on the Bears this game?
Oh yeah, but I also just bet on the over.
Ah, okay. I took the Bears for the game. Like, I'm really confident they're going to win.
Over 44 now.
Nick Foles. Let's not forget that it's not perfect. That he had the game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was really, really terrible. And even the first game against the Atlanta Falcons, he was really shaky. It should be the same offense and all. Doesn't matter if they change offensive coordinators.
Touchscreen and professional race car driver Colette Davis to download it.
Tony, have you gone to the Baltimore Ravens page? Or just go to Ethan's Twitter.
Oh, Ethan.
Let's go to his Twitter.
Just okay.
Relax, I'm not kidding.
I think he's mad on there.
Yikes, you're strict.
What's his Twitter?
Ethan R. Castle.
Down. Hey, what's your Wi-Fi password?
The names of our kids.
Well, that's not helpful.
Just okay is not okay. Especially when it comes
Just
to
okay.
AT&T is America's best wireless network according to America's biggest sets. Now with 5G.
Ethan R. Castle?
Yeah.
Cassell?
Kassel.
Oh, okay.
that back in the mid-80s. 9 players from the set or the reception of top defense were trying to record each other.
Wait, what? What was his last name again? It was K.A.
SSAL.
Okay.
It's the first guy to hit it when he's second down and 6.
Ooh, when he spun around, he was definitely back into the end zone one more time. This was an opportunity for this Bears defense that they could not quite capitalize on.
Alrighty. I can probably check Facebook since I know Ethan posts on Facebook a lot.
Yeah, but his Twitter stuff would be funnier. He's more active on it after games.
Okay, I just copied from my Facebook friend name up appeared. Okay. Got the right spelling now.
Anytime you have fan coverage on the screen pass, it works out great for somebody. This time, Tremaine is able to avoid the block right there of Brandon Brooks and make a play for
Least painful elimination he's ever experienced. How painful was that at the end? All the questionable decisions, like that fumble one.
Hey guys, thanks for coming today. We brought Ford, Honda, and Toyota owners together today to talk about reliability. Cool. We're the Ford owners. Who's a Honda owner? And you guys have Toyotas.
Yes.
Ford owners. You'd be surprised to hear that Ford is the most reliable car.
No, it doesn't surprise me. Basically, one of my family has a Ford very reliable.
Well, actually, it's not Ford.
I think Mitch Trubisky is really calm.
I guess it's Honda.
And he's going to go out there and just execute first downs and just get in field position. And then once you're in field position, you can open up your shots. You can widen the field when you're inside the 30-yard line.
Oh my god. Chubby.
We got to settle Mitch Trubisky into the game.
Toyota, Honda, and Ford.
Because obviously the running game and the defense really helped him a lot.
I love it.
Hey, Daryl. If you're choosing an airport, would you want the one the experts at Root Metrics say is #1 in the nation?
Sure. They probably know what they're talking about.
Or the one that JD Power says is highest in network quality by people who use it every day?
Well, not really, because Verizon won't vote, so you didn't have to do this.
Why didn't you just lead with that? That's like a fun thing. Chosen by experts, chosen by you. Get 6 months Apple Music on us. With unlimited plan you need on the network you deserve. Now buy the latest Galaxy phones, get Galaxy S9 free.
Nick Foles, I think, is Chicago Bears. I think will be a much more disciplined team than the Minnesota Vikings, in my opinion. That makes them a much bigger threat in this game. So obviously, Minnesota Vikings looked really horrible and fried at some stages this year. That it makes sense why they're blown out in the NFC Championship game. I give credit to the Bears. Mitch Trubisky exceeded all expectations I had from him this year. I thought it was going to be a mediocre, middle-of-the-pack quarterback. But he's within the top half of quarterbacks in this league, and he has shown great steps in his development. And I really believe that if he has a work ethic to really take the next stage, and he could end up being a great gunslinger. Like Carson Palmer out there, be a gunslinger like Drew
Oh
Brees.
shit, I forgot, that's his son.
Yeah, his sons are out there.
Yes, they do, right? That's not
Which one are they cheering on?
Well, this is a very painful game for both of these parents.
Now you gotta be cheering on one of them.
Bears just have to settle in pretty much.
He said Chris is a psychological predator. He's FaceTimed Kyle all week, including one time where Chris had his toddler son Waylon saying "Fly Eagles Fly." As for Kyle, how he said he's more like me. Once the switch goes, he's very emotional, and at the end of the day, they really, really love one another. And how he said Chris told him, "Hey, look, I won 2 Super Bowls. You can cheer for God."
Yeah, he won one with McKinnon, and then the other with Philadelphia last year. He's been in the right spot, the right place at the right time the last 2 years. Second down and 10.
Ground and pound. That's good job there. You get inside a little bit in the 40-yard line. You get closer in field position.
So once again, just changing out.
I would really like to see Bear.
Will the Colts go to the White House after they win?
I believe they will. And I'm going with Andrew Luck and a rejuvenated the Colts defense and a tremendous ground attack in recent weeks and tremendous efforts against Ezekiel Elliott, against Shaquan Barkley and Derrick Henry means they're primed to stop teams that run the ball up. Bill O'Brien's a bad play caller and all. He never really established that running game in Houston to take the pressure off Deshaun Watson, but he was held back by the limitations of his offensive line out there. That was really hampering Deshaun Watson. Got to give him a chance with a great offensive line. You're going to give him a chance, even though he looks really flat out there. You could want to bounce some more, but they get inside a 10-yard line. This is game of field position. The Chicago Bears are not going to make a mistake. They're going to try to make the Eagles commit the first mistake out there. It's really a game of chess right now, and they're going to see if Nick Foles is going to press out there on the road. Because he don't get home field advantage this time around in the playoffs. It's a really big challenge. And I think the Eagles will put up a fight this game. That it should be within a score, but I just think the Bears will hold on.
There's some more offense, though, at least.
We're seeing some forward gains. I mean, we see some first downs. I mean, that makes it a balanced game. I mean, go Colts. And that performance, they won the game 21-0 pretty much. They saved their bodies for the next round. That's what the Colts running game tried to do. They saved the bodies of their wide receivers and whatnot. It was very strategic. First time they had their full offensive line together. Their offensive line is completely healthy. It is a really dangerous proposition of seeing this offensive line in action in the playoffs. I mean, I think it's no joke, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the Colts try to control the clock against Patrick Mahomes to try to make them commit mistakes. But if the Chiefs secondary is that bad, then the Colts can just run up the score to like 45 points or something of that nature. Like, no kidding. Divisional round tends to produce more fireworks, just more drama to the end. That's what makes these games the best in the playoffs, like the Vikings miracle at the Saints. That, quite frankly, that playoff was fake because he just ducked under, didn't make a tackle. It was like a complete joke, right? Trust me, I know it's going to play when I see one. I mean, I can tell real play when it's not all injuries are fake and whatnot sometimes, and sometimes they happen all of a sudden under sudden circumstances. All the Chiefs injuries in their playoff game that allowed the Colts to come back from 28 down. I thought that was another strange circumstance that turned out to produce a perfect outcome. At 29 points, put these guys ahead, and it's Andrew that equals 29 DiMaggio.
And of course, just last week, we actually go back 2 weeks ago when Jadavian Clowney hit Foles, and then he got hit again last week, and then so had to come out of the game with a rib injury.
Oh, and yeah, there's a lot of pressure going on there. I trust Chicago Bears defense to go out there and pound Thomas Day. Take advantage of that home crowd. Come on, third down. You gotta stop him there. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. The Oakland Raiders are gonna put together a great team next year. They're gonna be the best team on the long run in this trade because Derek Carr is better than Mitch Trubisky. He needs a proper offensive line and supporting cast. So I think Derek Carr is gonna be top 5 someday. He totally will be. Maybe top 3 if he can become an MVP candidate. That was short. Okay, it's a first down.
Really nice check that time by Nick Foles. He saw just the 6 guys down in the box. So they're going to bring Sam Hollow around here on a power against the linebacker. Foles right through there. It'll be done by Cooks for some practice.
First down from 18. Small. Used to play with New England, played college football up in Saskatchewan.
And Brandon Brooks is one of the bigger, stronger guys around. We have seen Hicks throw guys like that all season long. There's no question that one of the first guys that gets their attention.
Watch your favorite 24/7 news networks live on YouTube TV.
Chicago is going to go out there and ball.
Bullshit.
Wait, what?
Bullshit. Cole?
Wait, what? The Bears.
They're gonna bullshit. Wait, what?
The Bears are going to come back and blow them out. The Bears.
I get it done this time.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
Don't say you weren't. H&R Block Online has experts standing by.
So I can check it.
Yes, but
Here we go, Chicago. Let's see in this video. Okay, my graphics are shown. Okay, perfect. I'm just checking. Cool. I mean, in this numerology 4-for-4 video, I've got all the 4 matchups for the next round. I'm pretty positive that we'll see the Saints against the Cowboys. I hope you want to see the Saints against the Cowboys because I like to see how they do on the road at New Orleans. And it's 2 teams that are familiar with each other. The Cowboys, I want to prove a statement that they're above New Orleans and all. And the Saints are going to go out there and show them that it was not a fluke, that we're going to dominate our stadium. We're going to try to blow the living shit out of y'all, out of our stadium and out of New Orleans. Okay, that'd be a really tight physical game. So I think the Saints Cowboys would be a tremendous matchup. Sean Payton used to be with the Dallas Cowboys. He's a former assistant coach, 2003, 2005. His time going back against Dallas.
With Bill Parcells.
With Bill Parcells, exactly, yeah. Plus legitimate coach under Jerry Jones. Jason Garrett, I think he'll be the coach down the line. Potentially, he could be the coach of a Super Bowl team if he's there for the next 5 years or so. If he suddenly finds a way to wise up, or if he finds a way to get more control or whatnot, like if Jerry Jones is dying or something, to have more control, play a personnel. Like, who knows? Let's see what the Princeton grad is up to. But I think the league tries to hold the Cowboys back because it's fun for all of us Cowboy haters to see them lose.
That lady.
Go Bears!
She's bored by this game.
Oh, she totally is.
She'll probably yell at. They go at. If they're losing at halftime, she'll probably go downstairs and yell at them.
What are the Bears doing?
In the first 15 minutes and a few seconds.
There's a loop inside that almost gets there, but here's the route going across the field. You see it more and more and more as teams play that single high safety, just trying to get the clear out of the safety and then bring that guy atop. Good job that time by Big Foles getting that ball right as he was getting contact.
Yes! Picked off! Did the referee blow the play dead? Did the referee let the play go? Still downward contact. Let's see the replay.
Interception by Chicago. Go down by contact. Here's ball. First down.
So there's no run back, no touchdown, but it will be a turnover.
You'll see the contact occurs with the interception. When does he have control right there? Clearly plenty of contact there to be down.
Chicago Bears went out and allowed the Philadelphia Eagles to commit the first mistake. Mitch Trubisky did a great job of not turning over the football there. Tremendous job by Mitch and Nagy playing the chess match well. They allow the Eagles to make the first mistake. With Vic Fangio's disciplined defense out there. Now Mitch Trubisky in the offense. They're going from the short passes, settling into the offense, getting positive yardage, feeling good about themselves. And now this is the time to open up the shots. And now they can throw deep and they can see if this Eagles defense is going to press under pressure after a turnover. Yeah, bad. That was just a bad read there on the option. All these injuries for the Eagle defense. Mitch Trubisky has to really take advantage of this. He has to do a fantastic job. I'll give Mitch the benefit of the doubt and withhold all my skepticism on Mr. Trubisky at the start of the season. Okay, third down here. It's time for Mitch to be clutch.
It'll be 3rd down and 5 if he puts down.
Catch. I'll go down. Yeah, no question.
Jenkins makes the attack going to be 3rd and 5.
So now you get to the pass rushers, and this is where the Philadelphia Eagles really excel. This is the opportunity to get Chris Long in the game. Now Trubisky has to see what
Obviously, the defensive back which has been completed all season long. Trubisky under pressure, shotguns in. They're short of the first down. So
Yeah, not a great job on that drive at all. I know. What is a flag on?
made the tackle, and Tony Parenti will tell us the rest of the story.
after the conclusion of the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, interception, 15-yard penalty, and an automatic.
Yeah! Yeah! What a penalty! Yes!
With the penalty, and Chicago will have it in Eagle territory.
Watch how long finished.
You can't do that!
Then it completely out, gives him a little shove.
And what happened at the end?
React right there. And again, I think the second one-
Stupid penalty. Seattle Seahawks Pete Carroll football hurting the Philadelphia Eagles. That's one for Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks. That's up. The Philadelphia Eagles chance is here. They had a chance to get momentum there. Yeah, you see, this is why the league hates the Seahawks. You see, the Seahawks ruined your team, Philadelphia.
Come on, Mitch Trubisky. Come on, look at that one. A little sidearm flip moving to his left to a running back screen down into a very small gap at the defense. That's the prettiest play I've seen him make all year. Just gets out of the
Nice play design, really creative. Nice post up on the field.
24, we have a whistle, a timeout call by the Chicago Bears.
Just get ahead. We'll see if this defense is as dominant as it is. If they can get turnovers and points.
We didn't dream up a new way to find the best from. We never thought, you know what Mars means?
Can Vic Fangio
We didn't decide you should be
bring this dominant 49er defense to the Chicago Bears?
One day, we all be speaking.
He is bringing their 3-4 over to Chicago.
But when asked if these ideas
They're
were
teaching them to break at the
possible,
right times in zone coverage. They don't play a soft zone. They play a really hard zone. They settle in on their receivers once they're sat back in their zone. They react according to what routes are run by the receivers. So this defense is going to totally knock the crap out of Nick Foles. And I don't know if it's something he can handle well being on the road. LA is like a home game, like all the Eagle fans there. And the Redskins were horrible, don't forget.
He's only 5'6", but what a weapon he is. Can run it, obviously can catch it. He's a good return man. He's a lot of fun as well.
one of these guys on the offensive side. Special. Everybody had a reason why that young man, Rico, couldn't play professional football. There was only one good one why he is. Was really good.
Now, the Zylo is in a green and white uniform. On the other side, number 43, lateral down. Stroles is also 5'6". Trubisky on the line. The 25-yard line. Jenkins right there. Slowly. Let's take a look at these two guys. So Sproles has been around a long time.
Jared Sproles.
He's still playing.
New Orleans is now here, 5'6". On his lane, he's daring. When it comes in,
He loves these guys. He loves this game. He totally does. Patrice Evra. Twitter. He loves these games.
So those guys that play that position, maybe 2 or 3 rounds, you can
3rd and 10. Comes around
Bitch, Trubisky. Smart play. Get points off the turnover. Chicago's going to beat you down in the third quarter. They win the chess match. Play your cards right. Be very disciplined. You can take shots if you have an established elite quarterback, but obviously it's a different situation. It's just a defending champion you're talking about. Three to three. A lot of 33 action. 33 in the Masons. 33 the highest degree in standard Freemasonry. So I like how the game is 3-3 right now. It helps with the under. I wonder if we'll see some points. I mean, that was like point shaving at the end of the Chargers-Ravens game. It's a complete joke. I turned it off because Joe Flacco didn't come in for a last drive in his farewell to Baltimore. Like, what a joke. And how they treat their Super Bowl champion winning quarterback like this. Unbelievable. Lamar Jackson is a fourth-round prospect. He's a fourth-round prospect, Lamar Jackson. He'd be lucky if he's as good as Dak Prescott. I mean, Baker Mayfield is better. He's going to be the best quarterback in that division next year. He'll be better than Andy Dalton, Ben Roethlisberger, and Lamar Jackson. He will. I'm going Baker all the way next year, people. Baker can't bring the hater out of anyone. I mean, he's being really honest and really frank and to the point, and how the media makes a big deal about some of his things and the way he carries himself personally. He just has a lot of confidence. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with that. What was the worst thing Baker's ever done? I mean,
well, didn't he do that, like, flipping off motion towards the opposing team after a score? Or no, he grabbed his crotch right straight out and the camera was on him.
Baker was just living a college life.
Oh, because they wouldn't shake his hand before the game.
Ah, I see. Oh, so he wanted to shake their hand and all. Then they deserved it.
That's what I thought.
Why not? Like, hey, they just suspected you like that.
They set a line.
Well, in that medical tent right now is Mitch Trubisky. We saw him coming up with a slight limp when he left the field. Here it is. Here's the end of the play. So he is in the tent. Obviously, will get recorded quickly as possible. Chase Daniels was loosening up during the commercial break. You know, the game is on the 33 Hardy's kickoff here. Will not be returned.
Now he's maybe out of the game. Can Chase Daniels be the next Nick Foles if this happens, if he's in the playoff? If he has to replace him?
You have the defensive first half and then an explosion in the second half.
Well, and a lot of the teams have been able to run the football. That's been a big part of the key to the whole thing. But this is really an interesting deal now. Mitch Trubisky is much a part of his game that running is. You're just a little concerned how different will this Bears offense be if he can't run, even if he can come out.
Rolled out to the 25-yard line. Small is the running back. He gets it.
This is a tight battle here.
Trubisky is now out of the tent. Slapping hands with some guys. It looks like he is ready to come back in.
Oh, he's fine. Okay. What the hell? They over dramatized everything. He's okay. I mean, it didn't look like he landed really hard on anything.
going nowhere. Taking that some Goldman. He was kind of overlooked guy too, but he's got back and you got Hicks getting a lot of publicity and then there's only on that.
There's a lot of beef in there, and sometimes when Hicks is out, takes a rest, and there's back over there on the sideline as well. They'll go down into their Bears defense. Why not? They're the Chicago Bears. And just try and just shrink it down and try and force you to do something to the outside, let those speedy linebackers run against you.
I'd say Irving in the linebacker, number 47. And 7 down to 10. Phillips coming from the near side. Close fires and that's caught by Aguilar.
He's so composed under pressure. How do you bring down Nick Foles?
Who has come on as well.
It's Nick Foles against Nick Fangio.
Nick Foles has just been unbelievable. He is getting balls.
He's going to mix a little bit of everything. He's going to try to fool Nick Foles at some point.
And statistics upon contact have been amazing this year.
Vic Fangio's one of the best out there to blitz. He's also right time when to pull off a blitz. He picks the right time. It's a guessing game with Vic, and he'll blitz you at any moment in time. You never know when.
Lakers make an 18-point comeback against the Timberwolves.
13 of 20 for 197. The passer rating is terrific. Tops in the NFL.
Holy crap, I'm glad I bet on the Coyotes. They're winning 5-0 right now against the Rangers.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they took out the game. Game line for them. Guess it's too far now. It's actually in Glendale. I can't imagine how unpacked that arena is.
6 from the field.
Can we see the Chicago Bears against the LA Rams? We have the bear on the California logo. Can we see it happen there? We have the UCLA Bruins
So,
there.
do you remember Vinny Testaverde?
Vinny Testaverde, yes, quarterback of the New York Jets back in the day. They made the AFC Championship game when they choked and missed the playoffs. There we go. Bears defense has to stay composed here.
Nick Foles, a tough guy quarterback, but maybe tougher on that play was Golden Tate. Man, what a shot he took, and he knew he was going to take it too.
And that's McManus.
Would you say Vinny Testaverde was a disappointment?
Vinny Testaverde, yeah, he was. He didn't live up to the next big thing.
Yeah, the number 1 overall in the draft. Let me see.
Chicago Bears are going to be a next man up mentality. They're not going to be one of these teams out there that just fold when you see injuries. Because they're able to win a game against the Detroit Lions with Chase Daniels.
Rich Gannon was selected in that draft. Jim Harbaugh was in that draft.
Yeah. Just see. Derek
Chris
Carr
Carter,
and
the wide
Mahomes.
receiver,
What was
in
that?
the draft. Chris Carter, the wide receiver.
In the AFC, the big three are going to be Carr,
Bo Jackson was in that draft
Luck,
too.
and Mahomes in the future.
Bo Jackson was in that draft. He was a 7th round pick.
Which NFL draft are you talking about?
1987.
87. Okay, we can investigate 87.
Chris
And
Harbaugh and
there it
Gannon and
goes.
Chris Carter and Bo Jackson.
we can see what year astrologically that is too, and see it if any other occurrences happened in that particular year. See,
Tony Bo Jackson's the greatest athlete.
I don't care
that's ever
what
lived.
anyone says. The Chicago Bears can.
Tony Bo Jackson's the greatest athlete that's ever lived.
Bo Jackson?
Yes.
You think he's the greatest athlete to ever live? I think that's a possibility.
Greatest athlete to ever live.
I think
Football
that's
and baseball
possible.
At an Excel grade. On a pro level. I think he was even like an all-star / pro bowler for both. He's that damn good. Apparently he's socially awkward.
Third highest in history. 25 straight completions last week, 17 passes in a game. And over back in 2013, first 4 postseason games.
Say what you want about Joe Flacco, but he still wanted to be out there even when he was collecting his $140 million. You can't blame him. I don't blame him for the reaction. But Lamar Jackson was a 4th-round draft pick at best. I mean, Flick in the defense is really fantastic out there. And we've seen bad special teams early on today. So a field goal is no automatic in the playoffs. So it's very important here to get 7 points. Yeah, it's picked up. Yeah, that's up there, Bears. Yeah. See, Vic Fangio and the Bears, they force you to make the first mistake. They play their cards right, okay? The shots are going to come now. We're going to see more shots on this drive. The Cardinals should hire Vic Fangio, bring in a great offensive line, bring in a great offensive coordinator. And then have the offensive coordinator take over the job once he retires, since he's an old guy. I say, do it. Stick it to the 40-liners. They need to hire Vic Fangio. What if he could be a potential sleeper candidate? Let's see, Vic Fangio and Demontres, Eagles 50. Okay, so Redskins is a possibility. Fangio 52 and 34. That's like Indiana, and that's like with Baltimore. So that's a possibility. Vic Fangio and the Baltimore Ravens.
He says in Brazil.
Oh, that commercial? Okay, I was all sidetracked here. Oops.
You always get sidetracked when you see Brazil. Why you gotta do that?
I'm not sidetracking Brazil. Brazil is fine people.
You have never been to Brazil.
I like to be around it, but it's really dangerous to be at Brazil.
No, it isn't dangerous anymore.
What are you talking about?
That isn't dangerous.
It is dangerous.
The
You
king
can get
is
robbed
ruling
over
now.
there.
The king is ruling in Brazil.
Oh, the poverty. A king? What are you talking about, a king?
King Bolsonaro.
No, we don't want a king out there. We don't want tyranny to rule over here. We want this madness.
King Bolsonaro.
I can't believe it. I wonder Bolsonaro. I wonder if he was born in a monkey year. Was Bolsonaro born? Which year was he born?
Let me check.
Gaillard, I need to see his exact date if he's born in January or February. Let's see, Bolsonaro.
March 21st,
Oh, March
1955.
1955. Let me see. Probably not. He is a gold in the Chinese zodiac, number 8 in the order.
Go, President.
Now, Robert, this guy is to be like another Trump over there. What can't go
He's
wrong?
like Trump if he was
Won't
actually
go
tough.
wrong.
He's like Donald Trump if he's actually tough.
What if he's bitching on his power and love people the wrong way as a leader?
People He is got it. Well, of course, he
We need strong
people the wrong
voices
way
of
'cause he fled
leadership
with everything.
in our countries
But when he gets
that don't
attacked,
act
he attacks right
in their
back.
self-interest.
Like when that lady was defending the 15-year-old rapist child, and Swamstar wanted him to be faced as an adult, and she called him
It's
a
all
rapist.
homophobic and all. It was
And he told
outrageous
her that
language.
she's not pretty enough to be raped.
It's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. Let's see the replay. Let's hit his bounds. He got 2 feet.
Jerry, what do you think? I've got an incomplete pass, Chris. I mean, he gets control there.
I didn't get his left.
Yeah, you see, incomplete, bitches. I said it first, people. That call, home cooking is about to happen, I imagine.
He's homophobic. Yes, he is homophobic. All right. Okay, that's him. He says shit. I think he is great. He is wanting to invest in agribusiness and have better relations with the U.S. He is fearing of China, saying they are trying to buy Brazil.
Well, they are really trying to take advantage of places.
In fact, apparently he met with Walrus Man.
He did.
Do you see who Walrus Man is?
I do see who the Wallace guy is.
Who is the Walrus Man?
Now, this is going to be an incomplete pass, no doubt about it. And here, I'm hopeful Chicago can get a touchdown before the half if they can get the ball back and settle in a 2-minute offense. That's what it may come down to. You want to always try to win these kind of things during the course of a game. To try to get the ball in your hands to finish the end of a quarter, to pick up these extra points, and to prevent the team from getting the ball. And that's what they have to do more of in the NFL. Let's see.
Yeah, Bolsonaro said his first international trip will be to Israel.
To Israel, so he's a Zionist puppet.
Well, he said,
He's a Zionist. He's part of the globalists. He's a faker. He's fake. He's so hot. He's a fraud. He's another fraud out there.
Country, so there should be no embassy here. And you don't negotiate with terror.
Ah, I in politics in my football game.
This is about Bolsonaro.
Where you get your watch? You go down talking points from there.
Times of Israel.
It was a good call, in all honesty. I don't know why the chat's not appearing.
But I would say again, be careful.
This whole time,
He played a lot of safety, a lot of slot. His best position was on your script is to play outside quarterback, and he has been something for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Looking forward to
I got the Bears.
He's
Okay.
going to move the Brazilian embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, too. Oh, it's out of bounds.
Ah! Garbage! Man, you must be the bitch, man! Let's go! Ah, the 10 points here! Neither Russell Wilson and Dak Prescott. A harsh reality we see this game. Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky taking it up here. Something screaming they would say. Man, this is horrible. And you know what? They play the Rams. I'm still taking them against the Rams. Maybe the Mitch magic comes later. Mitch Magic in the divisional round, right? Oh, Mitch Magic in this game.
Mitch the bitch.
I mean, is he just going to ball it up as the game progresses?
Oh, and that was the fog wall. Supports family values.
Let's see if he really does. He must have forced family values on people. This is a free society.
The door is wide open to your future career in the auto and diesel transportation industry. At Universal Technical Institute, we can help you get there with hands-on training where you'll use the latest technology.
Is right there taking them for the loss.
So what you do is you have all these guys in here tight, so you have to block hits one-on-one, and really nobody can handle him. Despite his size and his strength, he has the ability, you saw him turn those shoulders almost at a 45-degree angle to slide through that gap and make yet another play.
Almost came out. Second down, 12. First round of 14 with 2 picks. It's coming in.
3:22 on the clock. It's at 3:22 again. That Skull and Bones number. Is this going to be a tribute to the Bush family? The slain George H.W. Bush, the first playoff game at Houston this year. We saw that 3:22 in that Chargers-Ravens game. Now come on, Bears! I've stopped them! Arr! Mac attack. Very disciplined tackle. That's what a Vic Fangio defense does. This is a legit defense. This Vic Fangio defense is helping carry Mitch Trubisky in his developing years. This was a perfect situation for him. Everything underneath. They play a really effective zone defense like the Colts do. They are going to be difficult defenses for Tom Brady out there. Indianapolis Colts defense is one of them. The LA Chargers, maybe really briefly, but Tom Brady balls it up in the fourth quarter in the next game. I mean, I picked all the matchups already, and you know what? If the Bears go out and score, I'm going to post a video here. I'm going to show you the numerology. Obviously, the hard part is, picking every event right. Like, NBA Finals and NFL and World Series and whatnot. Like, getting each one. So it's all a work in progress, In the Champions League, in the FA Cup, in the La Liga, NHL. I mean, college basketball. Right, another play.
West Virginia who's come on. Second and 10.
Now let's talk about the secondary of the Eagles just a little bit. These guys
3-3 score.
No shows on the early part of the season. Rasul Douglas, he barely played the first 5 games.
The Eagles are a 6th seed as well. The Bears are a 3rd seed. 3-3 score in this game. That's a question. But yeah, they need to go take their shots right now. It's time to no risk it, no biscuit here. It's time to see how much grit you have in a quarterback. That's how Bruce Arians describes it. It's time for Mr. Risky to show that. That's why Baker would really benefit from Bruce Arians as a head coach. You need to coach the Browns. But if he's with Tampa, then yeah, look out for the Buccaneers next year. They can jump the Falcons. They can maybe jump the Panthers. Trubisky just has the ball. I know he isn't among the elite quarterback. But I know he's playing like a top half quarterback this year. He's in development. It's all work in progress, and Nagy needs to allow him to throw some shots to see how much he develops. You got to learn by making mistakes sometimes, people. That's what Mitch Trubisky has to do. And that is no different than trying to make predictions before the season starts. And then you have something like this happening. It's all work in progress when you do it, people. From 1-5 to 9 of their last 10. That's what the Colts are right now. And Mitch Trubisky is not going to make the mistake here to end the half, I'm sure. Really disappointed in that they couldn't get a touchdown out of the Nick Foles interception.
It's going to break down the first half, how the Chargers advanced on this Golden Globes night. Awards for Wild Card Weekend. We'll see you for the Toyota halftime at the break. Back to Alan with you soon.
Okay, Mike, thank you. Crazy couple of games last night in Arlington, Texas. 33-44. And it's going to time 22 minutes to the half. It's second down and 9.
Someone jump!
Close to the first down. Like they were off the line too fast when they've been journeying.
Offside. Defense number 93. This penalty is good decline. The result of the play is a first down.
Here we go, Bears.
One of the things that the Eagles were hoping for in this game is that with all the attention they were going to pay to Fletcher Cox, much like they did Aaron Donald, the return of Ted Jernigan could make a big difference. He's going to get the single box. He is the one that really needs to come up big in this game inside.
And he is the Billy Fuller as well as the head coach. See what is soon to Trubisky here.
Yeah! Here we go, Bears! Take over Chicago. The shot was coming. The Bears took it. No risk it, no biscuit. Go out and find the coverage. See if this defense cracks. Attack that weak secondary. Attack that weak secondary head on. Go downfield, stretch the running back underneath. Verticals, set up the run. All right, it's 33. You got to settle in here. You have to pick up the first down if need be. Know what you have to do there with 2 timeouts.
trigger on this middle read. You give it that little half flinch, and that allows
No biscuit, no biscuit.
the back's time to make a break on the ball.
Third down and 3 now from the 49-yard line. We've got a ton of games in the 30-yard backfield. This time we get zoomed in. Almost sets up the outside of Liverpool.
What kind of fucking play call is this?
He was short of the first down.
What kind of fucking play call is this? The hell? You stupid son of a bitch!
Everyone is the hands to the face.
You lucky bastard, Matt Nagy. That was a horrible play call.
Was a big first down, and another first down would be a penalty for Chicago.
Those were tough calls against the Philadelphia Eagles here. Let's take a look at that left hand. Stand with them. There it is, up underneath. Good ball.
First down to the 42-yard line, 59 seconds. There's two timeouts. Slips away. He goes down to the 34-yard line, get away from Brown for the moment. Clock is running. Second and 2.
You got two timeouts. Play the next snap.
40 seconds.
Oh, a choker. He choked. This Eagle secondary's got a bunch of warriors. Guys off the street or whatever. Third string guys.
It's just going to get his hand in between the hands here of Miller. Watch it. He didn't knock it out initially. He stays with it and eventually just pure.
He doesn't give up on the play.
Pulls that sucker out. His arm is trapped. And he almost got torn by.
That's what playoff football is. You tack the ball all the way down to the whistle.
3 steps.
We have a timeout. Right. They wanted to make sure that the officials had all the time they needed to look at this. And display review, next break, side by side review process.
Alrighty, so the Bears are making progress, and I hope that 13 numerology helps this game. So, once again, it is the Bears. I can pick up win number 13. I'll write that down here. Before they face LA, because LA is the 12th letter and the A is the first letter. So that's how you add that up in gematria. So this LA adds up to 13. 12th in the first letter of the alphabets. And that's why they're going to face the Rams in the next round with the Saints rematching against the Cowboys. And those would be two great matchups. I couldn't ask for any better football with the Rams offense against the Bears defense. Seeing the Dallas Cowboys up against the Saints again. And seeing Screaming A get the last laugh with Lil K. Once the Cowboys season comes to an end.
So this is a catch. Now, is his knee down, or does the ball come out before? And do we have a clear recovery after that? So
I don't think any knee was down at all. Now, does anybody recover the ball other than the official?
The ball just sat there. So now what, Terry? If you don't have a clear recovery, which we don't have, except for the guy in stripes, then what?
Well, we do have a catch, so I believe that the ball has to go back to Chicago.
How bizarre is this? The official recovered the ball.
Right.
What the?
But it is indeed a catch. I think they do all require
3 total controls.
Yes.
No knee down. Shoot, he probably took 4 or 5 steps there.
Correct. And now nobody gets on the football.
So Chicago.
Yeah, what's up with that?
At the spot of a fumble. This is all part of the rule changes from last year. That third step is making it a legal catch. And now we have the most unusual circumstances.
He never covered the ball, his own ball, though, if it was a
I've
ball.
never seen with it. I've not seen this either. Where you have a reversal, but you can't finish the play because there's no recovery.
Most unusual, we've seen in replay the next since the Charger Baltimore game.
Wow.
This is going to be crazy.
The NFL just put up its games more with all these fucking rubbish rule changes. It's getting so old. That
Nobody's going to believe this when I announce it.
they're the NFL. They rule as a catch. Oh, it needs clear control. And what are they ruling here?
The ball will go back. They'll see the third down.
Well, they're going to rule it incomplete.
Incomplete.
He said he didn't say the words, but Terry, that's what he's ruling here.
That's what they're doing.
That was actually a good call. That was incomplete. I'm glad the right call was made on the field.
And I don't know why they don't give him the catch, because it is. Is it fair to say this is completely uncharted territory?
They're telling us that without a clear recovery, they keep calling it. Catch and calling it complete. So it's third down and 3 is back at the 37. And that'll be the first. As people keep their attention to the 22, so for all the world to eat, the throw is back inside the 10-yard line. Crazy stuff. I'm not sure here.
That was ruled differently. Yes. That was ruled incomplete.
They're not making this up on the fly, are they?
It does say that.
They're making it up on the fly. You hear them? That's what they say. You see it? It's all BS, okay? It's all entertainment, bro. I enjoy it. Be on the right team. Shut up, my God, that was super close.
Trubisky just never saw Sullivan. He is just going to be.
Andrew Luck had dropped the interception on his first drive, and here Mitch Trubisky gets lucky.
This stream is back.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, why is he being a dumbass? Is he dropping the ball? Well, he gives him more time to run another play if need be.
The officials.
29-yard attempt. Walking out of the ground is hold. As it schedules The standpoint timeout is taken by Philadelphia. And we can tell you this week on Wednesday night, the team will be the Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Nashville Predators. Wednesday, you'll see the Eastern time on NBC. That's it.
Alrighty, Mitch, you need to give the Bears the lead here. I'm talking about Mitch Trubisky, yep. Lamar Jackson was a complete joke today. I don't give a damn what anyone says about his fourth quarter today.
Overturned. And it was the one concern everybody had with that play. If you're going to say a third step is down, there are going to be times you're going to get a fumble out of that situation, which is exactly what happened there.
There we go! 6-3! Alrighty here. Now let's see why the score is 6-3 in the Kabbalic Code of Gematria. Here we go here. Gematria here at halftime. It is right now Bears 6, Eagles, the Seagulls 3. Here it is the city of Atlanta in Gematria that equals 63. And it is the Bears are going to be playing in the NFC Championship game. The Bears will make the NFC Championship game. I guarantee it. I can feel it. LA and 13 numerology is why they don't win a playoff game until next year. Bring it on. The Bears are going to have a great game. The Mac Attack is on. Mac Attack. I'll break down the Mac Attacks for two particular teams in conference title week, okay? The Mac Attack, too. You can write the score the other way, 3-6. So we have Eagles 3, Bears 6. We have Mac Attack and Gematria equaling 36. And that is the Chicago Bears defense. And I can preview you the NFC Championship game because the Bears defense is going to come out for the New Orleans Saints. That's what the NFC title game is going to be all about. New Orleans Saints and Gematria. Let's see. Equals 63. No, 64. I'll show you in a second. What else? Equals 64. I believe it is Chicago Bears defense. Let me go check. The Bears defense with the equals 64. That equals 64 as well. Capitalize that because we're calling a really great defense. And we're going to find out if they can give the Saints a run for their money. Bears against Saints is what it is. The Bears are ahead. Nick Foles is a mistake away from calling for Carson Wentz to be a franchise quarterback. Carson Wentz will be fine. He's had bad luck this year. Some other teams are not going to be as lucky throughout the way, of course, with injury. Let's see why reasonable lives.
Let's go places. All the points go from the regular season. Defense is dominating, mistakes.
Let's see. I've got all the expert picks here for this week. I know. Unbelievable numerology for the win, baby. All these divisional matchups, you know who I picked for the prior games.
I argued it was ridiculous because players stop when the whistle blows. But when they did change the rule, I always told our guys, whenever the ball is on the ground, get it. Never let a ball lay on the ground, no matter how many whistles blow.
Awesome. The Bears should be able to win.
regardless if the whistle blows or not, we will always jump on the ball. Don't leave it in the hands of the Eagles. Didn't do it, and it cost them 3 points there. No doubt.
Let's see. I need to
yeah, call stands feels like a bad
preview Trubisky and the opponent.
To the highlight earlier. Chargers had a touchdown. It looked like one, but replay gave them one. They were in control on defense. They saw Baltimore for the first time they saw this. Yes, great adjustments in the second time around. Marching rushing inside.
Mixon.
First 3 quarters, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, 3 first downs, 3 points. They had 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Now, for the NFC Championship game, it is Mitch Trubisky that equals 61. And it is Andrew Austin Luck in Gematria that equals 61 in Gematria. And both QBs in conference title week. Will compete to become the 61st starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. That's what it's all about. I'm 4 for 4 this week here. I can feel the Bears' second half dominance coming our way. Colts are already set up to be a dominant team in the AFC. They're going to be competing for championships every single year in the AFC. Divisional round, conference title, and Super Bowl. That's where the Colts will be at. AFC South is a dumpster fire, bro. Colts are going to beat them. Rock the snake for the victory. To face the snake Brady, to beat them the first time after 6 fire games as a 6 seed and against the snake quarterback. Here we go. I'm feeling it. 61st starting quarterback in a Super Bowl, and number 6 seed against number 1 in the Super Bowl and in the divisional round next week. Colts' last Super Bowl run, they faced the Chiefs in the wild card round. That game was also televised on NBC. That was 2007 playoffs. And Super Bowl was televised on CBS that year. This one is televised on CBS. I'm liking the Colts' chances to appear in the game. Well, you guys are fine with Darius Leonard, the 22-4 master builder, a master number right path, leading the league in tackles and averaged 17 receptions in his first year. He was a perfect player numerologically, the kind of guy that tries to be number 1 in his craft. And that's what Darius Leonard is all about. And these guys are not quitters. Like they will fight. They will chase whatever it is. They're passionate until the end, and that's what Darius Leonard is. And you show that he comes from a small college and all, so he's really motivated than ever. And he was driven down with the Pro Bowl snub, and he said he wanted to have 41 tackles in the game. So that's the kind of special guy in his life path characteristics that he is. He's a perfect guy to lead the Colts down the future. We can talk about Ryan Kelly, a center from Alabama, the Jeff Saturday figure, Alan Fonseca, the Steelers, these kind of centers, these champions in the trenches, and Quentin Nelson from Notre Dame on the right-hand side, and having Anthony Costanzo as fine of a left tackle as ever since he was drafted in the same year that Andrew Luck was. Amazing player.
Hi everyone, here's the 76th Annual Golden Globe Awards in Beverly Hills, where all your favorite stars arrive right here on the red carpet as we live up at night. After that, it's on to the red carpet for the official kickoff to the awards.
6-3 Bears, and I'm liking the gematria sequence with Atlanta in the Super Bowl so far. Bears scored 6 of the 9 points.
bring the award spirit too on this Golden Globes. I think it's some wild card awards. I'm going to start with the Colts.
And it is Atlanta, of course, that equals 69 gematria. So another clue that we're going to see the Bears in the NFC championship game. We're going to see the end of the Eagles season here in the second half.
Best performance by a team is the Chargers defense, 7 sacks, 3 turnovers. They're going to have to take that same momentum to Foxborough next week, Mike.
AFC divisional round, number 6 Indianapolis over against number 1 Kansas City. Here we have Andy Reid going to finish the year with 6 career playoff games with the Kansas City. Numerology for the win again, 4 for 4 for the wild card round.
Numerology for the win over the experts, people. Astrology, gematria, numerology, gematria. Say it like the Hebrews did. I mean, the whole time it was the wrong pronunciation. Exactly, however. What is going on? Gematria. He would call gematria.
It shows you what these people
I'll do that for good.
And shows
They
you
respect
that
to
you
the
can't
goal.
go wrong with numerology because
Okay, Mitch Trubisky, you gotta give him credit that he's not. Yeah, he had the interception there, but he's hanging in there. He did not commit too many mistakes. He's allowing his defense to take control of the game, which they have. Nick Foles had an interception. The Bears have the lead. They can play for a home field advantage. They gotta try. They're gonna play for field advantage. They're gonna try to wear them down with the running game. They're gonna try to wear them down in the running game in the second half here. Mitch Trubisky not throw any interceptions. I mean, this is just Mitch Trubisky is playing really poised in his home stadium, and he's doing a great job. And he needs to get more help from this running game. And we need to see more shots called in the second half. We need to see that, and we need to see a fumble. We need to see a fumble in the second half by the Eagles. At some point, Vic Fangio's defense always try to go out and punch the ball out. So don't be surprised if we see that at all in the second half, if we really want to really hype up the Chicago Bears for the next round. So here we go. Bolsonaro ain't talking about these mad fucking populace out there with no real solutions out there. The world has gone mad today.
Agribusiness.
The world has gone mad today. It really has. Crazy as stuff. It's happened ever since 2016. The monkey year the Cubs winning the World Series, and the Cavs. The Cavs coming down from 3-1. Oh my God! The monkey year that was Donald Trump coming blessed the United States.
Bolsonaro.
We don't want military dictatorship. It's all two evils over there in Brazil. It's all a corrupt system over there. This is a corrupt. I'm going for the science. It's going to be the science. Bears ain't shit, brother. Drew Brees over Mitch Trubisky. You out of your mind there, brother. You got mad. You cannot. Okay. Drew Brees gonna win the NFC. Here we go. Drew Brees you're talking about. Drew Brees against Andrew Luck. Mitch Trubisky has an opportunity to reach Super Bowl someday. He's got 15 years. It seems like he's another Donovan McNabb. Nick Foles, the backup quarterback. Let's not disrespect Carson Wentz. Coach defense can't become the Bears defense. 4 for 4. Beat the experts. These people picking the Texans have gone mad. And let's see the team comparison. 8 and 9 first downs. 99 season in the distance. I don't know why he took that ball out. Okay. You know if they even reached the end zone, to be honest. Let's look it down here.
Medical tent in the first half to have his right leg examined. He talked to his quarterback and said, "Hey, if you're gonna play,
Bears need to do a better job in the trenches. They really do. Mitchell.
Jackson isn't playing." He said, "He's available to us if we need it."
I know why Mitchell is gonna face the Saints, people. Okay, Mitchell and Saints equal 82 in Gematria. Gematria for the win. Yeah. Gematria in the NFL for the win, baby. Mitchell equals 82 and Saints equals 82. I'm not, okay? I wonder if Dak Prescott equals 82. He's a ball. He's getting better. He's getting much better. Come on, bench. Well, here we go. Look at this. Look at all this stuff with this. That's pretty cool. Way to start out the third quarter like this. This is bad news for the Eagles.
And haven't you been wondering where this was? I mean, we've come in here and done games before. We see this sort of misdirection stuff all the time. Watch the ball.
Sacramento Kings. Now they're a horrible basketball team. I don't care for them at all. Why do you think I should care about a fucking team like that? Guys, offensive line trip. Just be a fucking bitch. Players need to control the clock. Vic Fangio's defense good. But they get some rest. There's Michael Bennett, this stupid penalty.
Has really begun to slip out a few of these gimmicky kind of plays here.
This is cold weather football. This is two NFC powerhouses.
Camel leopards.
Camel leopards.
With a giraffe. Oh yeah, wow.
What a great screenplay. Wear down the Eagle defense. Get out there.
I'll be on the field. Wow.
Who's on this football team is Josh Bellamy on the outside. Bellamy has got plenty of opportunities here lately, not because of his great receiving skills, but exactly this, his ability to make some of those
Cowboys, Colts, and the Bears can play some smash mouth, even though the Bears are playing like the West Coast team.
some of the quick screens, get it out of his hand, reverses, and it's been working.
I mean, what a run. Look at this. They're controlling the clock. They are picking up first downs. This is a perfect combination of short passing and ground and pound runs in the lower ground of defense. This is just nice job of Nagy and Fangio to win the chess match and allow Nick Foles to crack under pressure. A fantastic job.
His eyes up in the backfield and got just enough of them. I still think that Howard could have a huge impact on this game in the second half. He played really well. Great receiver, over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years.
Mitch being a bitch and hold on to the ball that time. What the hell's going on there? No, okay, that was the play call. Where's the check there?
So here's exactly what we were talking about. You got the center, Cody Whitehair, who's going to go and help against.
I mean, really.
And they're going to lead Timmy Jernigan then inside one-on-one against the rookie James Daniels right here. So you'll see him go this way and then leave the one-on-one on the outside.
Lockyard lost on the sack.
Love the football a lot. The sack 50%.
Nice job opening space. They get over 5 minutes of clock. out of the way. It's a big third down. The Bears are in complete control here.
Here's where the Eagles have to win the football game. The strength of their team is in their pass rushers. You will often see on this part of the field here as well, Jim Schwartz is not afraid to call up a zero blitz, which basically means you're going to bring everybody a free safety in the middle of the field. So it doesn't look like it this time.
And here's the 5-1. It's in 5 this time. Trubisky under pressure.
Hi, he sucks again, man. What is this?
Good strategy is what's they've been doing here with Nigel.
This is gonna be an Alex Smith kind of quarterback. We have no idea what we get with Mitchell Trubisky. Maybe he can run a little less scared with the ball, and he'll be in much better shape. He'll be in much better shape if that's the case. I had the Bears. I know basketball. Eagles end the year at 9-8 as the defending champions.
Why do you bet on basketball?
I like betting on football right now, and that's what I'm focused on. I'm not going to let some lazy bum-ass basketball players save points and whatnot and take any bullshit like that. Fuck that. I know about that right now. Fuck Sacramento Kings the other night. I gave them a chance.
Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, you and the Sacramento Kings not going to allow me to bet on them like that. This is absolute madness. I gave them a chance because I saw they were an 8th seed and they were at home. So I have Edge. The Trailblazers, right?
Yeah, the Trailblazers.
Ah. Okay, who was I at here?
You're here. Come on, Tony. You want to see exciting Sacramento Kings basketball?
Absolutely not. But Mitchell is going to face the Saints. I can feel it. He's going to face them in the NFC Championship game. The Bears defense is going to carry that. This will be something special. Say Drew Brees go up against the Chicago Bears.
Tony, we should go to an art gallery instead of watching sports.
Yeah, what kind of faggy talk are you talking about? An art gallery we're watching playoff football? This can happen at any other time of the year. You watch baseball every fucking day of the week. This is bad. We go to art gallery at that time of the year. I don't know, maybe late February is where the art galleries are at. Although football, we don't watch the Boston NBA in the regular season anymore.
In downtown Phoenix, it'll be more fun.
Yeah, when there's no football, that's great.
Come on, Tony, you gotta become cultured.
No, of course not.
Numerology for the win again. 4 for 4.
4 for 4 for the week.
Either that or church.
There we go, Chicago. Chicago has to make the play. Eagles finish the year at 9-8. They finished the season at 9-8 as the defending champions. That's where it's at. Defending champions go down. Let's see what 1 and done equals in Gematria.
Much more fun to go to an art gallery.
1 and done in Chicago. I got this. Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bulls.
Here it is, 1 and done. One and done equals 91 in Gematria. 91 and 46. And then we have 46, so we have Chicago again 46. So there's Chicago. Chicago equals 46, and Chicago Bears and Gematria equals 91. Wait. Yep. 1 and done after playing the Bears. Right interpretation. Eagles 1 and done.
Everybody wants an offensive head coach now. Teams can't really get
At Chicago once again.
Well, Vic Fangio has done an unbelievable job. If everybody is looking for that next young offensive line coaches, and they're going pretty far down the pecking order to try and find one. But after what we've seen, these young coaches do.
So that's what the one and done reference is really talking about in regards to the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. They're going to stop from here on 3rd and 6. That's not a good penalty. A bear being a dumbass.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 38.
Mitchell and saves.
15-yard penalty, automatic.
My interpretation of Gematria is where it's at.
And that will be the first penalty.
Defending champs are one and done. Next champs went 9-1 to reach the playoffs.
Over there and saw he knew he was going to try and break it up the old-fashioned way. I'm sure he's been playing that way since high school, but the rules are different.
It is blue wave that equals 91 in Gematria. Chicago Bears, blue team, can they win? Right, Chicago. Chicago has to win this game. Chicago's going to make a mistake at some point. I can feel it.
So those guys maybe even a little bit of sit around here tonight.
Just a few rush.
I mean, there's Mitch that equals 93. Mitch equals 53 in the NFC title game. He'll compete to make it to Super Bowl 53. That's simply what that means for a Mitch Trubisky reaching the NFC title game this year.
And that's a first down.
It's going to be an evenly contested game.
It's exactly what they did with Pack. Malo was able to pick him up, and for Foles, that's more than a couple little fadeaway jumpers he's made. And there was a little bit of controversy about whether or not Foles' tape was helping this football team or not. But he's made a few big plays so far in this one.
Foles a pretty good basketball player, and he knows about fadeaway jumpers.
They have too many men on the field.
So you got a flag, too many men on the field.
12 players on the defense. They'll snap the center.
What are they self-destructing Bears doing?
Remains first down.
Moves the ball into Bear territory. To the 46-yard line, it'll be first down and 5. Sharp McManus is the last guy to come off, so he was probably.
Mitch Trubisky need to shake off the walls of this game. He's being a little bitch out there. He should be opening up this game. It's a tough game in cold weather. He's not making mistakes. Bears D won't go down easily.
Thinking about coming back one more year. And Michelle knows.
Well, last season was going to be Sproles last in the NFL, but then he landed on IR with that torn ACL and broken arm, and his daughter, Devin, said he got for just one more year. But I got Sproles if this would indeed be his final season. And he said he's taking it a game at a time, and he told me he probably wouldn't make his decision until right before training came out.
Yeah, he played with the Saints. Yeah, that's right, they're in schools. I remember him back in the Saints.
Did he win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he did. Oh, what a bad call that is.
First time the Panthers have been targeted tonight. And the penalty's going to be against Luka Mara. And so the Bears, who have no penalties at the start of this drive, have picked up 2 huge ones.
It's amazing, isn't it? And really give Jordan Matthews a lot of credit here for staying with this ball and fighting his way through it. And you can see the hook of the arm and right at the last moment there, just a little too much contact keeping that right arm from the football.
The 3 penalties, personal foul on Amos, the 12 men on the field, and this one a 33-yard penalty. They put the ball at the 10-yard line and make it first down and goal.
Kamara is the guy that loves that number run coverage on the outside. He does it about as much as anybody in football. On the other side, Kyle Cooler loves to play it off. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen Alshon Jeffrey and Kamara a little bit more in this game.
Small is the running back.
It's going to be a good one till the end.
The number 2 tight end. So Matthews.
Remember, in Gematria, it is Mitch that equals 53. It is comeback that equals 53. A comeback in the making for Mitch. So Mitch Trubisky's going to come back and pick up the next score in this game. And let me see what Rams equals, since he can score the 30th points. Indeed, it is the Rams that equals 30 in Gematria. 16. Okay, 60 points. 23rd points could happen. The 13th first down gave the Eagles a touchdown. More 13 numerology for tonight. So very interesting. I'm observing this as I see football games go on. At the very top of the discussion, I talk about how we're going to see a lot of 13 numerology. So we're going to see a comeback happen right now. And it's going to be Mitch that's going to perform one here against the Philadelphia Eagles. Really impressive breakdown of the whole game. I'm just scrolling up to all the messages on the chat. Let's see, what is the 30 all about here? Let me see. 23 points. Well, I think it's Illinois that may equal 54, I think, or 45, pretty much. Here, yeah, Illinois equals 45, and the Eagles can go 4-5 on the road. That's more gematria. And you know, Illinois 45 equals 45 in gematria, and the Eagles can finish 4-5 on the road with a loss. So I like how the Bears are doing a lot. And I know James Harden is a bitch and all, and he trucks up all the shots, but he is MVP this year. He's going to win the title. I'm riding with ASU all the way. Well, it's not, it really didn't have anything really to do with ASU. It just has to do with Chris Paul being out and Chris Paul coming back. So it's James Harden winning MVP, and it's Chris Paul coming back from injury. And then the Rockets are going to take off and win the West this year. Mike D'Antoni's going to win the championship at 68 years old, because it is championship in Pythagorean gematria that equals 68.
Beautiful night Chicago. The temperature is held steady the entire evening at 58 degrees. We have a touchback here. tell you that this Wild Card playoff game is being brought to you by Universal Pictures Glass. Computers January the 18th by Verizon, best in limited is on Verizon, America's most rewarded network. By the Lexus US, crafted under the new frontier of Sherman, Crystal. We're celebrating the return of the playoffs. High school careers around the city.
You people were saying all this garbage at 1-5. Now they're the fourth seed. Now the Warriors don't want to play for each other anymore. The Warriors are destructing dynamically. Their team dynamics are breaking apart. I'm going with the Rockets. They're oppressing the Bears.
Maybe the most improved football player on this Eagles defense is Rasul Douglas. He had some issues early on when he started playing so much, but you can just literally watch his offense grow around there, maybe. But playoff football, sometimes you get away with a tad more than you would otherwise. It's really been an amazing story to watch this secondary grow over the past month when their experience level was next to zero.
Jordan Howard. It'll be third down. And hey, what a job that Schwartz and the defensive staff has done. Secondary.
They've had 13 starters in the secondary.
14 guys in the secondary. Only the Packers had more on the back end. Jim Schwartz, former coach of the Lions, came in, did a great job last year with his team. And we mixing all over the place this week.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Jenkins is playing every play.
For this one.
What's happening there?
Crevion LeBlanc got a break on the play before the half, but right here he's in the open field with a monster. He's got to get him on the ground, and this is going to be a first down. And they have been doing this for the last month. It's really been amazing. It's almost like there's a bond that is formed between these young guys on the back end who really never anticipated playing in a playoff game of this magnitude when the season started.
Bears defense going to take over here. I can see the Bears scored 13 points. I can see the Bears scoring their 13 points once again before they face off against the LA Rams. Also, the Eagles had a total of 13 starters in the secondary this year. That's what the graphic showed on the screen. So both teams playing for whoever gets LA pretty much. So if a team gets LA, then based on the seeding, if the Eagles win, then they were to face the New Orleans Saints. So that leaves me with the Bears. And so I have to go with the Bears here in comeback fashion with Mitch Trubisky as documented in Gematria. And I got to ride Mitch the whole way at home. And I'm confident that he'll be playing against the Saints at some point in the NFC Championship game. Hopefully this can overtake the Bears, the Seahawks, Cowboys playoff game as the best game of the week. I have no doubt the Eagles can pull off an eagle, and the Bears and Mitch can take over Chicago tonight. Hand him the keys if he wins at home in the playoffs. It can't be that way if the Eagles win, because if the Saints were to face the Dallas Cowboys, they're the number 4th seed, and so that leaves with the Bears against the Rams. Because if the Eagles were to win, they'd have to face the Saints no matter what. Number 1 against number 6. So Saints versus Dallas wouldn't be possible if the Eagles were to win. So that's why it's going to be the Bears. So that's why Chicago. It's the Mac attack tonight, brother. Okay? Mr. Whiskey, they need to open the shot. I'm back in Chicago. Here we go. Chicago.
They played at the end of the first half. If you tuned in late, was a supposed incompletion here.
And Philly could score the 13 points in the game.
Which we thought was going to be overturned, but there was no clear recovery on the play. And we were talking to Terry McCauley earlier. We're going to bring Terry in just a second. We'll bring him in.
They could score 13 points in the game. They could score 13 points in the game with a field goal. They get into Chicago territory.
Says if there's no clear recovery, then you can't change it to a catch. Doesn't seem logical.
There's a good chance we might see that happen.
Page 407, Article 31, subparagraph 70, with 9 asterisks. Good God. Anyway, that's the first time here as Foles makes the catch.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to go through that case, please. It's a little bit like the IRS code or something. But we're starting to see this Eagles offense now that is getting into what they want to do, which is get the ball out of Nick Foles and quickly. Wouldn't be surprised if they're going to have a little bigger role here in the second half.
The Bears defense wear down the Eagles.
The backfield is Sproles in the carrying 9 times. Small with 6. Adams has only been used very sparingly. He's only carried the ball 1 time.
Nick Foles was talked to quite a bit about how he handles nerves in big situations, and basically he told the story that he just says whatever he honestly is feeling with his wife, they discuss it, he journals it, and he figures out a way to get it out of his mind. It was really a very interesting conversation.
Incomplete.
I've been waiting to see that jump ball the entire game, but Jeffrey didn't jump this time. You get bump and run coverage on the outside with O'Hara, and Jeffrey is one of the best contested ball receivers that you could argue maybe. O'Hara had a little arm wrapped around and he couldn't jump it.
And he gets stopped on 3rd down.
With 3 first downs, these 8 yards here to convert.
Here we go. About time. It's 4th down.
Could have taken that shot again to Jeffrey out there because they ran the one-word coverage inside. So instead of splitting the safeties to off the corner, drop them down. I don't think that when Nick Foles goes back and looks at that tape, he's going to be happy with that read again, Jeffrey.
The game is not too big for Matt Nagy. So we'll go 7-1. So he's going to beat him. Yeah, so what's his record before he faces the Chargers? So he's 6-1 now, and he goes 7-1. Is that what you're saying? Right, Duke? Okay, I assume they were 6-1 before, but yeah, I like New England over the LA Chargers. I already came out the video on that. Nah, it's gonna be Brady against Luck. Andrew Luck's gonna be in this time around. Kansas City's gonna win in the playoffs next year. They're gonna win in a playoff round next year. I don't know about the AFC next year, but the Chiefs will win the playoff game next year. but not this year. They might beat Luck next year in that 6th game against the Colts in the playoffs, against the Snake. Now they can be ready to go 1-5 in the playoffs with the MVP. Philip Rivers going to lose to Tom Brady again. They will defend their AFC title. You got to see, is Tom Brady really old and out of it yet? Up until the AFC title game. And when we see a really big surprise happen. When we see a beaten up Tom Brady. And that cannot be underestimated. So this is a perfect rundown of the NFC Championship game. And I can post that to one of my videos here about Mitch. There we go, Pauls. It's going to be Andrew Luck that's going to win that game. Andrew Austin Luck. Captain Luck and the Colts take control. There we go, Mitch. Continue to go.
And the Eagles continue what they've been doing all season long, which is
it's time to grab the game out of the pussy now. Just go deep. No risk it, no risk it. They think it's the end of the quarter, now it's time to throw a shot. Throw a shot. Throw a shot! That's right! They think it's the end of the quarter! Throw a damn shot! Shots fired! Chess match 1! Nagy on fire! What a shot! Wow! Oh yeah! Well, I think you got to read this script a little better. The Chargers are chokers. We've seen what they are today. They're a bunch of chokers kicking field goals. They're garbage. The Patriots can beat them, and the Colts can face them at Foxborough. They're going to win. Garbage Trubisky! Ah, what the hell? Did you get that right? He really, it's all part of the script here. Drew Brees, talk about Andrew Luck. He knows what the script's going to be. If he expected to be comeback play of the year, if he's complimenting on his shoulder return. I mean, they thank the Saints and the Reds for the help against the Steelers. I mean, thank you guys. And there's nothing to be worried about. All right, the battle we decide. Chicago has the ball. They need to go out and execute. Kicking the field goal like a bunch of bitches. This will be another chance to scream at Mitch again if that's what he does here. But that was a nice job with the chess match and Mitch Trubisky calling that shot when you have the defense that gets the end of the quarter and they're going to call a run. Brilliantly done. And I like these Andy Reid head coaches. Mitch is going to lead a comeback here. He's going to face the Saints. I can watch my NFC Championship game video again, and I can document all this information in a separate video about Mitch Trubisky. So, football numerology for the win. Well, Mahomes going to win the MVP. He's a minus 333 odds. Well, I think he's going to come back in the Super Bowl. I think he can do that against the Chiefs, and I think he'll destroy the Patriots. That's what I think is going to happen with Andrew Luck. Exactly what would happen with him. But it would be pretty fitting if I get all these divisional matchups right at the Bears win. Then this would be something pretty remarkable.
4 for 4 for the wild card
And
round.
all the previews beforehand, I got some snarky comments too, but we saw the refs in the game, against the Cowboys, we saw who they wanted to win.
NFC divisional round, the second matchup between the number 1 Saints and the number 4.
Here we go.
24 Super Bowls in all. 49ers late 80s, Cowboys 92 and 3, Broncos 97 and 98 with Shanahan and Elway, and the Patriots the last to do it. So it's been 14 years since teams gone back to back, which is what Peterson and the Eagles are trying to do. How long does Chris Collins run the show before we start the fourth? The 4-point game, 3rd down and 9 for the Bears and the Eagle 20-yard line. Trubisky's going to step up. He's going to take off. But he will be stopped.
Ooh, that was garbage. A field goal attempt.
And he will send Parky and company out with the field goal.
Take a look at the coverage here. We'll go across the board. First on the outside.
He had him.
Robinson, maybe a little opportunity to get one in there. But he on the other side, underneath the coverage. But the one thing that we have seen this Eagles team do all season long. Yes, they've given up a lot of points, a lot of yards, all that stuff. But on 3rd down,
34-yard field goal attempt.
do it all year.
34-yard attempt for Parky. Put it down. So we have a 1-point game with 14-13.
Okay, here the winner of this game. Andrew Luck dominates it. You got that right.
Philadelphia wins this game. They would go to New Orleans. Otherwise, Dallas goes to New Orleans. And on the bottom side, you see Dallas or Chicago against the Rams. And that is if Chicago wins this game. Otherwise, the Cowboys will go. AFC, meanwhile, we got
Andrew Luck's going to beat the Quiz. He's going to destroy the Quiz. He's going to destroy their secondary. Indianapolis are going to turn over. They're going to turn over Patrick Mahomes. He's going to make mistakes. This is the most disciplined zone coverage they've gone up all season long.
I've got a team that's won 10 out of 11 coming in here for the Rally. What about my luck?
What about the Chargers? What about the Chargers saying, wait a minute, we won 12 games, we have to go to Baltimore. Hold off at the end, go back home, go to Foxborough. And somehow they win that in Indianapolis, but they were as the last game was the AFC Championship. For the 5-yard line, this is Boston Scott. Going to be brought down to the 26-yard line.
The Bears need to destroy them. I like Barack Obama. I like Darius Leonard. I'll go with 22-4 right pal. I'll go with the coverage and the reading of the quarterback.
Pressures is the most in the NFL. Going back sacks this year, and they really need that sort of magical play that we saw out of him early in the year. Remember against Green Bay? He was a force in that game. They need it right now.
I think they signed him. They're going to be trying to get this. 3 tackles tonight. That's it. Shoot it out to Jeffrey.
Bears shut them down.
Shortly, second down and 9.
Eagles may score a field goal.
You can see how Mac, because not only is he going to be there with a presence to rush the passer if needed, he goes a quick screen and he beats him to the point, forces him back inside the ball and out. So, great athlete. When he gets a great athlete on the other side.
That's in play. We'll see if the Eagles gain more yards. Let's see if that's in play. Well, we're seeing some of the big play there, so it's sure.
Takes the stop, setting up a third down and 3.
Big Mac Joe maybe caught a points.
The biggest surprise, I think, for the Eagles team has been the blocking ability of Dallas Goedert. They didn't see that coming. But they have all things on the table. This is one that Darren Sproles is built for. Third down and short, we saw him in New Orleans, we've seen him everywhere. So dynamic with one quick third and getting over.
And there he is flanking Foles on the 3rd and 3. So they have to play clock all the way down. He triples it, keeps his fitness.
Yeah!
Yards short of the first down. He was timing on a handoff there. It's 4th down.
Well, sabotage Nick Foles so they can know his value in free agent. Hey, it just there's less of a team controversy. What kind of play calls this?
Better to be lucky than good. The Bears catch a break right there.
Johnson. He's 4th on the line. And it's going to make it home. Who makes the fair catch?
So let's go to Brisky. Bears have the ball now. We can see if the numerology can be perfect for the week. I really hope so. That is because we can make a historic run here, and I'd be pretty relieved if that were the case. But I want to see the Bears defense in action in the next round. I'm falling in love with this team a little bit as they progress in the next round. And Mitch Trubisky exceed all expectations. Alrighty, so Mitch Trubisky, don't force too much and really try to get the kill shot here. This is Mitch's moment to rise up and be a franchise quarterback. Trubisky time.
Playoff game being brought to you by Applebee's, all-you-can-eat ribs, chicken tenders, and shrimp. You walk for your thing, that's our thing. Volkswagen, don't just get an SUV, get an SUV. But Geico, 15 minutes to save you 15% on car insurance. So the results this weekend help stay smoking hot. There's a lot more. George Ravens crazy as the Ravens almost mounted and off the charts coming out.
There you go, Mitch.
Drive starts from the 20.
I Yeah, football series.
Also won by Jordan Hicks. 2nd and 11.
Well, they have really missed having Jordan Hicks in there coming back from injury. And you're just going to see he sees this coming all the way and just beats one of the speediest guys on the field in Gabriel to the point. With that sort of speed, athleticism, and ability to make those calls, he's not playing as much as he typically would be. He's been in and out of the lineup here, but they're slowly working him back in. And you've got to think he's going to be a bigger factor as playoffs go on.
Trubisky is crap. He's just being crap right now.
Well, things considered for Trubisky, pretty good protection on that. Bears offensive front doing a good job against that potent Eagle front four. Only 1 sack, 6 hits.
The key for Trubisky is when he gets the ball out of his hands. So 2.5 seconds or less going into this drive. I didn't count that one. 15 for 19, 150 yards. 2.6 seconds or more, 5 for 14 for 37 yards. So play with tempo, get it out of your hands, and this offense clicks.
Needs 11 here. Protection again. Fires into traffic.
Wow, what a throw. What a first down by Bitch.
Let's take a look. This is nice protection up front by the Chicago
Would he be like the next Ben Roethlisberger, Andy Dalton?
Trubisky enough time for this round to work down the field, overreaction in the zone, and that's what it takes when you're third and long. You need that added second in order to get that ball down the field.
Nice run.
Every burst through by Jordan Hicks was Jordan Howard. Only being 5, 2nd and 5.
Well, having Kyle Long back in the lineup has really been a benefit. Not only is he stout enough to hold up against these big pass rushers, Fletcher Cox and Timmy Jernigan, he can also get some movement inside in the running game. That's exactly what he did there. That's the reason I kind of keep thinking that before this game's over, Jordan Howard is going to be a factor if they can stay with it a little bit.
He's only carried 9 times tonight for 37 yards. That was in 4 per tote. Take it to him. And Trubisky runs on the side.
Yeah!
Steven is speedy with a score.
We go Bears.
Secured, but a big gain of 34 yards. So the Bears are in business.
They are faking the quick screen to the outside, and the guy who typically blocks this time takes off. And they just aren't prepared for it. Once again, Maddox saw the inside guy, but you throw enough of those screens outside, there's a good shoulder pump fake, and you end up with another big play down the field.
Now the first catch of the night.
Touchdown! The Bears are up ahead.
The flag is on the far side of the 12-yard line.
Yeah! The Bears are up ahead. They scored the 15 points in the game. It's Atlanta that equals 15 in Gematria. They scored the 15 points in the game, so they will play for a chance to play Atlanta. Here we go, Bears.
And typically what he does here is he shows you a little eye candy. In other words, he'll probably end up using the little Mac as a distraction. Let's make sure he gets his feet in. Yeah. So keep an eye here. And typically they throw the football into this formation.
It is Thursday.
So sitting down in the stage, the open goes with that. He's apparently sold. Then you got Mac there, now Mac will reposition himself. Wilson, Jordan, and little toss to Gabriel. Gabriel tries to dive it into the ball is loose, but it is no good. Touchdown, and Chicago has a lead, 15-10 with 9:04 left.
Trubisky is playing clutch offense for these guys. 4 for 4 for the numerology if the Bears can hold on. And I've got all my matchups for the next round. I've got all of them for the next round. It's all ready to go. I think I break it down pretty well for all of you guys here. So number 1, I got the Chargers and the Patriots. And then number 2, I have the Bears and the Rams. Against his Ram offense, gets a T at the Bay in familiar circumstances like tonight. They beat the defending champions. And then I got the Saints at the Bears. Saints at the Bears. Then, no, last but not least, I've got the Colts and the Chiefs here. All 4 matchups for next week after we see the Bears hold on in this game tonight. Mitch and comeback equaling 53, Trubisky and Saints equaling 82. Actually, it's Mitchell that equals 82. Mitchell equals 82 and Gematria. So does Saints. So I like this comeback. First game between the Chiefs ended with a total of 33 points. The game that got eliminated against the Raiders, I think, they scored 33 points. The last game of the season this year, they scored 33 points. There are 33 fire days to the Super Bowl. I think Andrew Luck will be the 33rd quarterback to start in a Super Bowl. And I believe that's going to be the case here. I know what the matchups are going to be. I like this NBC. Colts get the Chiefs on NBC again, just like in 2007, 2006, 2007. 607, that's at the 13. That was a 13-year, the singular way. Buster! Oh, yeah, eat that butt chop. You don't stand no chance there.
Who was on the field, or in this case, how many were on the field? Did Dallas Goddard touchdown? The Bears only had 10 men on the field, and the Eagles took full advantage.
Three tips and 9 minutes to go. Blake Peterson, the play caller, see what this one's going to be.
Oh, that's good. That was long push.
That one wasn't quick though. Second down and 10.
Well, you can slow them down, but you can't stop them forever. And that time, an inside move on the part of Mac. Watch him jump inside of Jason Peters here and get this hit and really folds and lucky that one wasn't picked up. Number one defense, here you go. Here's your time.
2nd and 10. From the roar and Silver Field. Two main rushes.
I should have caught one again. Making balls look like a rookie quarterback out there. Very interesting. Pass coverage. He forced that throw there. There you go, the Bears defense is stopping. Eagles may score the 13 points in the game. Watch what's going to happen.
First of all, understanding this is just a 3-man rush, so he had time to let this route develop down the field. He's eyeballing the whole thing, and I'll tell you, Nelson Aguilar's had a big stretch here over the past 3 or 4 games. He's really helped the Eagles in some key situations.
Here we go. 2nd down. Stop him there. Right, this Bears defense is going to be well advertised. Time is winding down.
Neck and neck here. You got Hicks, you got Brooks. Well, Kelsey with a nice block down the field, but they just could not get away from Hicks. It seems like every time there's a hole opening up, number 96 is good.
Under 7.5 left. Here we go, defense.
Watch him. This is a total misdirection. Balls are literally right, going all the way back. And Smith just hit the jits from the fastest linebackers coming out in some time. And it paid off for it there.
Number 1 Jack shows at a jersey the last time the Sonic platform. He would have came just before the beginning of the season. The Collegio's defense. 3rd down and 8. They're blocking 2. It's coming.
Yeah! 4th down. This game's going to get out of hand now. The Bears are going to take control. Numerology for the win. Oh, yes. 4 for 4. Oh, yes. 4 exclamations for the 4 victories. What a win this week. All 4 games. It does beat the experts. Numerology is in your numerology. I've got Chicago Bears. This dog here seems like it's good for the Bears for some reason. Let's see, the Bears are found in the dog here. Let me go check the Chicago Bears quickly. I like to see what 1953 is. 1953 years is a snake in the Chinese zodiac. So Andrew Luck and the Colts have to win it in this particular year. Snake has to win Super Bowl 53. That's significance of 53 in the Snake. For Andrew Austin Luck in the Indianapolis Colts to beat Tom Brady and to pass the torch in the AFC title game for a 6th playoff win. As a 6th seed, 3-year Andrew Luck's birth year life path is of a 3, a creative life path. 2019 is a 3-year. The Colts can win their 3rd Super Bowl title in a 3-year. I believe this would be Sean Payton and the Saints' 3rd NFC Championship game in a 3-year as well. I wonder what Super Bowl win this would be for Frank Reich. If he's 1, 2 before or not. This guy is going to be the winning coach this year. This is why Luck is on the Colts, because the Colts were founded in the Snake year. Year 53 is a Snake that lines up with the Snake quarterback, Andrew Luck, winning Super Bowl 53. The Colts were founded the Snake year.
Coming up on the game. Beverly Hills right here on NBC. Roger Goodell is here, the commissioner. Continuing this one.
Of course, the Patriots will play for a chance to play at Atlanta. They were founded 59 years ago.
As the Bears have the ball at their own 26-yard line. Jordan Howard is going to stop in the backfield. Of the launch state, all over the place tonight. In on that one as well, it'll be 2nd down and long.
Yeah, speaking of long, how long that time? It took a little too long.
So we have about 6 minutes left here.
Obviously, right now, you're in one of those situations where the Eagles are anticipating you're going to try and run the football. Now it's really how much do you trust Trubisky right here? He's had a phenomenal night. I think probably exceeded all expectations so far. But now we are down to that moment. Can he complete all these passes and get these shots alive?
From the 263 with no turnovers. And he gets set there. Look for Williams.
Wind the clock down.
That's going to say a 3rd down and 20.
Gotta finish the play.
When you get into those 2nd and longs after you stump a run, then you get right to rush the passer, and this time it just collapsed from all angles. There's nowhere to go, and I think for Mitch Trubisky right there, the right decision. And I cannot imagine they're going to do anything too elaborate here. You've got the #1 defense in football. You're going to give them a chance to win the football game.
Nice extension of the play. That was a good job.
So the Eagles defense answered, and they came up with the play that they had to. And it's so interesting how, as we head down the stretch with this thing, and that Nick Foles and Matt Nagy were together in Kansas City, and it was Nagy to a large degree that sort of talked Foles back into falling in love with football. And here he is with a chance to break his heart after all those years and all those pep talks. And here he is staring him right in the eyeball.
See if Foles can take on that magic carpet run again. On the stick, he's a very short stick.
What a shitty punt was that? What the hell?
At the 40-yard line. So a very short, poor kick. 36 yards. Night before Super Bowl 53 and those find the stars. And the other salute the best players, plays, and moments from the season. Tune into NFL Honors. Therefore, the 2nd 9 Eastern time on CBS. 39 degrees, up degrees since the start of the game. Chicago, beautiful skyline, shore of Lake Michigan, and here comes Falls, and we're talking about Nagy and Peterson and what they did. I mentioned it before, the greatest party gift Andy Reid ever gave it to Philadelphia was Torrey and retired.
They had the brilliant year here, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had the unbelievable Super Bowl run. He's had some dark moments, but he's always seemed to find a way, hasn't he? Or at least in this stretch, in these moments, to make these kinds of plays.
And the final 445 fires out.
Let's go to the Roy Small Battle. There's a chance we could see 33rd points in the game, a touchdown and 2-point conversion.
To us about the comfort level he had with Jeffrey. He said, I'm a basketball player. He's a basketball player. We kind of find this way to get the ball up high. He uses that big body. And of course, Jeffrey was right here in Chicago. So this means a lot to him as well to come back here. He had some brilliant years in Chicago.
First 5 seasons for him in the Bears uniform. Third game, first down at the 45-yard line. And Foles will get Johnson, and that brings his incomplete return with Menace coming in from the secondary to bust up that play. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they have not blitzed the slot a lot, and that's something that Fangio likes, but you'll see these inside to give them a straight line coming off the slot. They always try to reduce that forward, as they say. Sproles was there, but still their man is able to get his hands on it.
2nd and 10. Three receivers set to the left and punch. First and 8 the other way. The same goes to the tight end. He breaks it to point. It's a huge first down to the 34-yard line.
This is going to be a really tight one.
But here was their A play out. You're going to fake the screen to the left, fake the screen to the right, release the tight end late. Fake it that way, and there you go with Goddard right down Broad Street there. That run was something special. Remember that run as this game goes along.
From the 35-yard line.
Well, the Eagles have not been known for their yak this year. The
They
yards
could
have been
potentially score
they're
ahead.
yakking it up so far on this drive. It has been the ability to force some missed tackles against the number 1 defense.
And you'll lose the run.
2nd and 2 from the 27-yard line. Wilson Anderson for 240 yards. And shoulder shake against right. Great catch. And Ertz over the middle for another first down to the 14.
Now this is time to have a good goal line
This is
defense.
a little what they did last year. They just kept playing above the rim. They can keep using that frame or that phrase, but watch Roquan Smith here. He's right underneath it. And so the only spot that Foles really had was to throw it above his head. And these guys keep coming down with it.
Versus 65. Two and a half on the clock. Slowly. Russell to the turf.
Yeah, what kind of play call is this?
It'll make 2nd down and 9.
Now, if the Bears win this game, it'll be the ability of Akeem Hicks and this defense to stop the run. The Eagles never have been able to run the ball effectively in this game. Play action, not a big part of it, but now they have to make a stop on the back end. Remember, they have backups in the football game with Deion Bush and Sherrick McManus.
Eagles content to let the clock run down.
We'll see what's going to happen after the 2-minute warning here, because
Who moves on? Who moves on?
this is going to be really a key thing. This one's going to go all the way down to the wire. see if we see a Bears goal line stop or not. I won't be surprised to see the Bears stop them at the goal line. The Bears defense leads the way.
Aerial shots tonight. The coverage being brought to you by Geico. Electro. Soldier Field. 2 minutes to go. Second down and 9. Eagles with 5 on here. First in the near slot.
Those seams, those good receivers in there.
Within rush. Pass is incomplete.
Third down and 9.
Coverage on the play. Third down and 9.
They love those routes. That time they tried to clear Hurts out of the way so they could get it into Aguilar right down that seam. They come in right there, but it was Hurts on the inside, so they had the position. Just couldn't make the play.
Number 13 with the drop. I'll go home.
Look at this formation. Initially.
What a throw. Now Bears have to call a timeout.
In a situation where you assume they would go for a play that anyway, you don't have to worry about that run.
And I think the Bears have to start working their timeouts here as well.
And very interesting on both sides of the ball. Eagles content to let that clock run. The Bears have all 3 timeouts.
Because
they get that run down too.
Yeah, for the Eagles, I mean, either way, right here, I mean, they're going to score.
Doesn't matter when, pretty much, when they take that timeout. Then timeout. They may stop him in the next 3 plays. There may be 61 plays for the game total.
In the second half, and this is one of those read options. You have to be a little careful that Foles doesn't pull that thing out on you and take off around the end. Boy, oh boy, what a moment for this two franchise. For the Chicago Bears, it has been so long. This is a franchise so proud. They've been in so many huge football games, won championships, and here they are defending their goal line with the number 1 defense in football against the world champs.
He delivered to the height with 1-2 second down and goal. Stroles next to Foles.
No, third down. Suspense is on here.
Third and goal.
Crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy.
This is crazy. Eddie Goldman inside has been making some plays here. We all talk about hits, but it is Goldman, who many consider to be one of the unsung heroes on this defense. He just sort of grinds it out inside.
I think she's seen a few nights of games in her life, and Jeffrey Lurie, winning champions. Tina's right there, Tina Lurie. Nervous son. Third and goal. Score to the backfield again. The 3 receivers are set to the left. And they bring Jeffrey to the right side. And Foles will throw, and that will be
Drop.
incomplete.
Fourth down.
Breaking it up with a minute 1, stops the clock, and it comes down to 4th down goal here.
I think at this point you got a couple of superstars on your team, and you're going to get on the football. You're either going to go to Darren Sproles here, you're going to Jeffrey, or you're going to Zach Ertz. Those are your playmakers. Those are the guys that have gotten you here. And they're going to take a time out to think about it.
Well, that's an interesting timeout here because, the clock was stopped. And had Chicago stopped them on the 4th down play, and Philadelphia would have taken over at their own 1 yard line. Chicago could have had all 3 timeouts to force a punt. So that's what I'm thinking. And it's a very, well, obviously it's a huge play, and the game probably comes down to this in all likelihood. But still, you take, if you're Philadelphia, you take that timeout here.
Especially when it comes up like that, because you couldn't do anything with any risk whatsoever. And you would have had an opportunity to come back and at least Hail Mary here.
They can go 3 for 4 here.
Whatever their best 2-point conversion play is, we're going to see what they do.
The second best on the 2-point conversion of 5.
Trubisky time. Here we go. Mitchell time. I'm ready for this.
Much for the conversation about was the trade worth it. Home team, elite quickness, the guy who forces 4 missed tackles than any receiver in football. Here uses that quickness.
Gematria.
Trade is officially worth it.
Trubisky time equals 82. It is Saint equals 82. Saint equals 82. Its comeback is on here. The comeback is on. You can see the 34 points of the game scored on a game-winning field goal.
You do this again?
I don't know. You know, I mean, forget the fact that he had to win 3 straight and knock off the Rams in LA to get to this point.
You can see the 34 points scored on a game-winning field goal. The Super Bowl is on the 34th day of the year. You bet it is. We can see a comeback here. Okay, I'm going for 4 for 4 for picking this week. Mitchell's going to lead a comeback. Mitchell has scored 18 points. In honor of Peyton Manning, number 18, the Eagles scored 18 points for the first game of the season against the Falcons, and now their first playoff game against the Bears. When Manning played in the Super Bowl, can end up scoring 18 points here. Yeah! The Bears are going to win the game. There may be 53 seconds before the game-winning field goal, people.
Automatically reviewed.
Even the front edge of the line.
You tell me.
Here we go. It is Mitch and Gematria that once again equals 53. Comeback equals 53. I'm liking this comeback here. The script is on from Mitch Trubisky to lead the way. It's time for the Bears to come back.
Is it clear and obvious it breaks the plan? I don't think it is. I think this has got to stand.
It is to every Eagles fan.
Wow. And it is significant because obviously if it's good, it's a 3-point game and a field goal would tie it. If it's not good, Philadelphia would lose.
You get a chance to return that thing, and you're back behind it. So, not behind, but obviously that's a completely different situation.
We've already been to the back of the casebook and all that stuff, right?
I'm not showing there yet. No. Oh boy, is that close. They couldn't have changed that one no matter what, could they?
No. This is a stand no matter what they go on to do.
So from that angle,
oh baby.
Well, really, Steve Jackson would be wanting to say at this point.
Be a big kick return.
So Trubisky will bide his time until we see what the call is here. They'll have 56 seconds. He will have one timeout to try to get into at least field goal range.
Well, two good friends going at it here. Are they still examining this play?
They are. It seems to me you have everything in front of you to need to make a decision.
After review, the ruling on the field of the extra point being unsuccessful is confirmed. It is, the ruling stands, goal line at fumble.
Okay, so Chicago now tries to get into field goal range for what would likely be.
Here we go, Chicago.
Tariq Cohen is back to receive the kick as he stands at the goal line. Philadelphia wins and is off to lead the Saints next week.
Number 29 returning here.
Cohen had only 2 kickoff returns this season. He's a primary in season 26.
This short kickoff, go! Yeah! There we go!
So elusive, so dangerous. Big time runback.
I'm sure that they did not intend to leave this ball hanging to Cohen.
I mean, look at that joke tackle there, man. What kind of whip was that? What is that? What kind of tackle was that? Like, what?
35-yard return, Big Shot Hall couldn't make the tackle. About 20 yards farther back, so they're at the 42-yard line.
Now you get that pass rush group in there. You have Michael Bennett over your guards, and this is when you have to be willing to take a few chances rushing this pass.
So this is going to be 2, and that pass is broken up and taken for Edward. And let's see what we show.
44 seconds left.
He told me his range in this direction is
His field goal range is at 53 yards.
was 53. Our SNF Kids technology measured one that would have been good from 54. So that is the range. This is also the direction and the end zone that gave the kickers the least amount of trouble in the game, guys.
So they have to get to about the 35-yard line to set up the 53-yarder. Pretty much a winless night, 7 down and 10. You must be hands in the pocket. It's going to be caught. And Robinson.
34 seconds left right after he cut that. 33 seconds. 33 seconds left. 33 seconds left. 33 seconds is left. Here we go. Mitchell with the comeback. Script, okay. Yeah.
Up here and then watch where Trubisky puts his ball. You don't think of back shoulders as being inside, but that's exactly where he threw it, and that was phenomenal. That was as good as the one he had in the first half.
Bears gonna face the Saints. They're gonna see the Saints and the Cowboys. It was a kickoff return. It was a joke there. Let's see, a game-winning field goal. I enjoyed the show tonight. Total of 34 points for the game. Nice completion. Okay. You can snap it. $15 seconds left, people. 15 seconds left. Perfectly set up by the numbers. Bears with 15 points. It's Atlanta that equals 69.
The uprights 4 times earlier this season. 10 missed kicks this season, tied for the second most in the NFL. 7 different 3-point after touchdowns. And it's 3rd and 2.
What are they doing? Go away.
He's going to throw it, and he's going to throw it into the end zone. So now it's 4th down with 10 seconds. And here comes Parky. Man, oh man, oh man.
No risking, no biscuit.
How do you think this EKG will look about now? The Eagles have one timeout if they want to use it. It's spot at the 33. It's a windless night at Soldier Field.
43-yard field goal gets the champion.
And the defense. And that could would have won the game, but it doesn't matter.
They're third and final timeout of the half.
Peterson knowing even that timeout just before the snap, which he gets. And Patrick O'Donnell to hold it. You got Patrick Scales to snap it. And Parky to try to win it. Nobody is down to the parking lot.
Amazing game.
Yeah,
An amazing game. It really is. You have to give Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky credit for what they've been able to do in the most clutch of all situations. And here it comes down one more time to a kicker. After all of that, all these good ratings out here tonight.
As it's so awful goals. 43 on the top.
Wow.
And the Eagles run out into the field. There's still 5 seconds. So they've got to get back. He does it again.
Did this hit the upright and the crossbar?
Bottom line, it doesn't go through. Upright. It looks like it bounced off the crossbar as well.
Oh my goodness. The Bears season's going to end on a double doink. One, unbelievable. How many times can they hit the upright?
Wow.
5 in the stadium. And 1 last week. Crazy. Crazy. Upright. Crossbar.
Oh, it just depended on which side of the football hit the crossbar, whether it would bounce. Oh my goodness.
What a
Wow. 3 of 4. I'll take it.
Eagles going to the Elite 8. On their way to the Big Easy.
3 of 4 this week. It was magnetic. It was magnetic ribs. Now I'm on to the next couple matchups. I'm going to get those along the way. We have the Chargers and the Patriots I already have. I've had the Colts and the Chiefs. The Seahawks. Let's see. The Eagles would face off against the Saints. I can find out the riddle with that. I found the 2006 riddle with that too. I can document how their script occurred in that regard. So I'll get back to you with some answers after this game, and we can decode this even further.